everyone, welcome back to Divine Veda YouTube channel. We are back with the video series on the disease polycystic ovarian syndrome. As we have already understood what is polycystic ovarian syndrome along with its causes and symptoms in the previous videos, in this video we will be discussing about the Ayurvedic management of the PCOS along with some of the yogic practices which help in treating polycystic ovarian syndrome. So till now we have understood polycystic ovarian syndrome as a hormonal disorder which is caused due to elevated male hormone called as androgens in females. Few of the causes which we saw leading to polycystic ovarian syndrome were sedentary lifestyle, obesity, poor diet, insulin resistance, and genetic factors. These causes manifest into symptoms such as irregular periods, hirsutism, acne, infertility, and anovulation. Now let's see Ayurvedic principles which help in the management of these symptoms or altogether polycystic ovarian syndrome. The first principle explained in Ayurveda is addressing the root cause. Ayurveda firmly believes that finding out the cause of a disease and avoiding it cures most of the disease. Once the cause is addressed, we can work on the symptomatic management. In PCOS, apart from the hormonal and genetic factors, majority of the causes are due to certain lifestyle practices such as sedentary work style and improper diet. Regular exercise and avoiding foods such as frozen foods, stale foods, oily substances and processed foods are going to help your body to heal very quickly. The second principle explained in Ayurveda for the treatment of PCOS is purification process or also called as Shodhana therapy. Certain purification processes are explained in Ayurveda to remove the toxins from the body leading to these hormonal imbalance or imbalance present in the body constituents, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha. One such therapy is Vamana therapy or emesis, which is the process of inducing emesis or vomiting by ingesting certain medications which help in body detoxification. The second purification therapy is enema or also called as Bhasya Chikitsa in Ayurveda. Administration of medicated enema also helps in the detoxification of the body and thereby bringing about a balance in the body constituent. The next principle explained in Ayurveda for the treatment of PCOS is palliative measures or Shamana Chikitsa. Ayurveda explains the use of both herbal as well as mineral drugs for the treatment of PCOS. Some of the commonest drugs used in the treatment of PCOS are Triphala, Shatavari, Guduchi, Chandraprabha, Shatapushpa, Ashoka, Manjishta, Guggulu, etc. Triphala is one of the most commonly used drugs in Ayurveda. It helps in the improving of the fat metabolism, also in the movement of the Vata dosha which is responsible for menstruation. Shatavari is known to regulate menstruation by rectifying the hormonal imbalance present in PCOS. Guduchi aids in reducing the insulin resistance present in PCOS. Along with that, it also reduces inflammation and nourishes the tissues. It also works on building the immunity, vitality and strength of the body. Chandraprabha is prescribed in the treatment of painful menstruation or complete absence of menstruation and in PCOS. Along with these, it also treats or helps in the treatment of anxiety, depression and stress. It also helps to remove the cysts from the ovary and also corrects the ovarian functions. Shatapushpa, also known as fennel seeds, is very rich in phytoestrogens which helps in reducing the insulin resistance present in PCOS. Shatapushpa helps in regulating the menstruation and elevating pain associated with menstruation. Ashoka, also called as Saroka Ashoka, is the best uterine tonic explained in Ayurveda, which can be used in any type of reproductive disorders. It has been shown to be especially powerful in the treatment of PCOS when combined with Chandraprabha. It works mainly on the endocrine system, which balances the hormones, which in turn reduces the hirsutism and acne present in PCOS. Aloe vera, also called as Kumari in Ayurveda, is a very potent drug for rejuvenation of the reproductive system. It promotes menstruation, balances the hormones, and regulates the ovulation processes. It is also known to treat obesity, amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, etc. The next drug is Manjashta, which has been used to improve the function of the circulatory and female reproductive systems. Guggulu, also known as Comifera mucul, is the best drug for fat metabolism. It helps in liquefying the fat and hence reducing the weight which is needed in PCOS. The last principle adopted for the treatment of PCOS is physical exercises. Yoga practice or any type of physical activity is a must and should in the management of PCOS as it helps in improving the body metabolism and thereby aiding in fat metabolism and weight loss. Exercises as simple as walking or jogging are also found to be effective in PCOS. Along with these, practice of certain yogic postures are particularly prescribed for gynecological issues. The first one is Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. This pose improves ovarian functions and eases menstrual cycle. The next pose is Malasana or squat pose. This pose opens up the pelvic girdle so it eases the menstrual cycle. The next pose is Padmasana or also called as lotus pose. This pose eases the menstrual cramps and works on the pelvic muscles and pelvic organs, which improves the functions of these organs. The next pose is Naukasana or also called as boat pose. This pose works on the core muscles of the abdomen, abdominal organs and regulates thyroid function, which again is helpful in the hormonal imbalance caused in PCOS. The next pose is Surya Namaskara or Sun Salutation. It is a set of 12 postures. This set helps in regulating the insulin levels, thereby preventing the major complication of PCOS, which is diabetes. Along with regulating insulin resistance, it also aids in preventing heart disease and regulating the menstrual cycle. The next pose is Bhujangasana or Cobra pose or also called as the seventh pose of Surya Namaskara. This pose activates Kundalini, thereby controlling PCOS. Now moving on to pranayama practices for PCOS. Kapalbhati pranayama aids fat metabolism, especially belly fat, thereby reducing the weight and also aids in diabetes management, which is seen as a complication in PCOS. The other yogasanas and pranayama which can be practiced along with these are Dhanurasana, also called as bow pose, Balasana or child pose, Setubandha Sarvangasana or plank pose, Paschimottanasana or seated forward bend pose, Brahmari pranayama and Kapalbhati pranayama. Now let's see some of the home remedies which are helpful in treating PCOS. When it comes to treating any disease through Ayurveda, kitchen is the first pharmacy that we give visit to. Here are some of the spices and herbs that are used on a daily basis, which along with making our food delicious also help in managing PCOS. The first home remedy is cumin cinnamon tea. Take 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds and half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Boil these two together in a cup of water and reduce it to half. This has to be taken on an empty stomach on a daily basis to regulate the menstrual cycle. The next home remedy is for fat metabolism or weight loss. Take 1 cup of warm water, add 1 teaspoon of honey and 1 teaspoon of lemon to it. This has to be taken on an empty stomach to improve the fat metabolism and thereby helping in weight loss. The next home remedy is with tulsi leaves. Boiled water with tulsi leaves helps in regulating the insulin levels. This can be had twice daily. The next home remedy is with aloe vera juice. Take a cup of aloe vera juice and add jaggery or palm jaggery according to your taste and consume it twice to regularize menstrual cycle. This is mainly helpful in reducing the long duration of the menstrual cycle, also called as oligomenorrhea. The next home remedy is with sesame seeds. Take 1 teaspoon of black sesame seeds and 1 cup of water and boil it until it reduces to half. This can be taken to both regularize the insulin levels as well as the menstrual cycle. It can also be taken along with jaggery, which will also control the hunger pangs. The next home remedy is with cinnamon and honey. Take 2 teaspoons of cinnamon powder and 1 teaspoon of honey and mix them well. This can be taken once in a day to regularize menstrual cycle. So with this video, we complete the video series on the disease PCOS. Do like and share this video with your friends and families. Do subscribe to our channel for more such videos. This is Dr. Vatsalya Ghanikar signing off. Thank you.